Welcome back to Fantasy Island, where we navigate the murky waters of fantasy football. I'll be your guide for today's sweet tea as we dive headfirst into the week 9 must starts and must sit your on the bench. So hold on tight because it's going to be a bumpy ride. First up for our must start for week 9, we got the one and only Dak. I love the bye week Prescott. Remember when he was just about as thrilling as an elevator ride with the music full blast? I mean, come on, this guy, his stats, let's talk about it, guys. Going into the bye week, it was nothing. And then all of a sudden, the bye week hits and a light switch just flicks on. And now all of a sudden, he's a quarterback sensation. Well, it seems like the bye week had been kind to him. So, for those fantasy owners that do have him in their lineup, I would be riding this guy until the wheels fall off because, it's going to happen no matter what. It's Cowboys, it's Dak, it's going to happen. But right now, I would roll with it. Next up, we got touchdown Gus Edwards. This guy is a workhorse for the Ravens. He has emerged. Bombo touched on it earlier in the week. You guys got to start grabbing him. If you didn't already grab him, hey, it's probably too late in your league and sucks to be you. That's all I got to say. But if you were smart enough and you listened to us and you listened to Bombo, you would have already picked this guy up. Why is that? Because he's a workhorse for the Ravens. Between him and Lamar, that's pretty much their whole entire offense. He's really emerging as the back. So, I mean, really, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. He's Mr. Reliable RB2 of this week. Speaking of old reliable, Dalton Kincaid is up. Bills tight end has gone from a bench warmer to a star. Dawson Knox is injured. Kincaid looks sharp, and this guy's stock is soaring. Bengals defense against tight ends is like Swiss cheese. So let's talk about this, guys. If I were you and you're a Dalton Kincaid owner and were smart enough to get him, like yours truly, Sweet Tea, I definitely have him, then you got to be happy right now. The kid's finally coming into his own. He's finally feeling it. The Bills offense is getting him more and more involved. So ride this guy as a must start tight end. All right, guys, we're going to have to unfortunately go into our week 9 must sit your on the bench. This week, we're going to lead off with Aaron Jones. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I mean, this guy, he is just a shadow of himself. And part of the problem with this guy is he tried to come back too fast. He was still hurt when he was trying to come back and play. And quite honestly, it just kind of hurt him even more in the long run. And so for those fantasy owners that have had him, unfortunately, you guys have been shiting the bed with him. Hopefully you have been smart enough not to be playing him, but if you have been playing him, sucks to be you, bro. So if I were you, I would be sitting him down until otherwise notified. Next up, we got Alexander Madison. Guys, okay. This guy was supposed to be filling in for Cook. He was supposed to be the new guy up. But with Kirk Cousins out, Cam Akers now is stealing the spotlight. It looks like it's game over for Madison. By the way, Bombo mentioned earlier Cam Akers. Get all you can of that guy. If you're not listening to us and you're not listening to what Bombo said, then you get what you deserve. That's all that boils down to. So, guys, again, must sit your on the bench is going to be Alexander Madison. You've been warned. And last but not least, we have Christian Watson of the Packers, Mr. Where's Waldo of fantasy football. I mean, we had a lot of high hopes. We've been waiting for this guy to show up, and it's like a bus that just never shows up. You're just sitting there waiting, 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 and nobody ever comes. Packers offense has an identity crisis right now. Watson's numbers are playing hide and seek. Say what you will, it just sucks to be any kind of owner of Watson. It's a shadow of what we saw last year with AA Ron throwing him the ball. It just doesn't look good over there right now. And Love is showing that he's not the guy. I don't know. I guess the spotlight's just too big for him. So if I were you, I want nothing to do with this guy. try to package him up if you can. Try to throw him to one of your dumb league mates, hopefully dumber than you, and see what you can get for him. I mean, you might be able to get a good backup tight end. Hell, you'd be lucky if you could get a kicker at this point for him. All right, guys. So that's going to go ahead and wrap us up for our week 9 Fantasy Island must starts and must sit your on the bench. Man, it's going to be a tough week 9, and hopefully this helps you. Make sure you start your studs. Anybody that's question marks that you can avoid starting, I definitely would. Don't try to outsmart the next guy. Just play the safe bet right now.
As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to all things Fantasy Island. And don't forget, keep those dumbass comments coming because we love to read them and laugh at them.
Until next time, for the fellas at Fantasy Island, Bombo and RW King, I am Sweet Tea, and we are out.